Hello bros, I'm welcome to Zero, BroFive production, and next part, Sakura Beach. We have to finish this soon. Because if we don't finish this soon, I won't be able to start the next clip. Next series. Start recording right here. So let's jump in where we left off. I find that I lose my voice for a moment. Looking at her now, she's just looking so cute. Even though she's usually acts so immature, there's something undeniable womanly about her aurora right now. I wonder what she look like when she's a grown woman. Oh, I'm beginning to blush. I got to get these immature thoughts out of my head. She said we're special friends, but not anything more than that. I look away from her, shaking my head until I feel the heat rushing to my head dissipate. That's better. If I'm going to talk to her about this, I need to clear my head. Okay, we can... Oh, come on. Why? Why does this keep happening when I look away? A pair of hands have slipped on the Momoko's swimsuit. Her face became bright red with embarrassment. No! Who's doing this? Get your hands off me, you pervert! As I look around her to see who's attacking her, Anya grins cheerily at me. Oh there. It looks like my hands have accidentally slipped under her top. This is extremely clumsy of me. Please let me apologize, Sadie. She begins to caress the skin underneath it. Actually, caress would imply it was a soft touch. What she's actually doing is kneading it. Rolling it around her hands without a care in the world. It's not often that I see Momoko demand her break. No, not there. Stop it. She struggled, but it only makes Ayumi hold on tighter. Don't look, Sadie. My purity has been defiled. You know, Momoko, I think you've grown quite a bit. They're much larger than the last time I felt them. The last time she felt them? What have these two been doing when I wasn't looking? Yes, Sadie? Is something wrong? Is there something going on between you two that I should know? Not at all. She grins at me and continues to squeeze even harder. Each time makes Momoko yelp. I feel something trickling out of my nose. Oh my, Sadie, is that nosebleed? You really do get embarrassed sometimes, don't you? This isn't like Ayumi at all. She's normally a lot more reserved than this. What has made her act this way? Sadie, you're looking at me with a pervert's eyes. I don't know if I ever be able to face you again. Stop looking, Sadie. Ah! She continues to squeeze as Ayumi continues her relentless assault. Ayumi! Make it stop! Help, Sadie, help me defeat this terrible witch. Ayumi grin disappears and her hands clamps down. Who are you calling the terrible witch, Momoko? No, stop it. Sadie, your princess needs his help. Save me. Don't bring him into this. It's no good. I'm going to faint if I keep watching. That's enough, okay? It's the afternoon by the time we head back to the hotel. Oh, this was our last day here, wasn't it? Wait, you're right. Has it really been a week already? I hardly noticed the time pass. It really has. This trip has been so much fun. We spent so much time together. I guess it's been fun enough. Even with this fool around, we managed to have some fun. Time really flies when you're having fun. Yeah, I'm glad you both came with me. I haven't been here in years, let alone with friends. I'm kind of disappointed that they only thought of me as a friend though. I've also managed to avoid telling them about the letter and my mother. Not to mention my reason for being so quiet lately. Overall, I think this trip is going to end very well. Is there anything you two want to do before we head home? Anything you like? I want to talk about what's been bothering you. Are you really going to bring this up again now? About that, Sadie. You're still avoiding the question. We're gonna through this whole week, but you still haven't given us an answer. Why won't you open up? That's all we want you to do. Alright, fine. Something has been bothering me, I admit it. But why do we have to talk about it now? This is for your sake, Sadie. I think I already have an idea of what could be bothering you so much. I remember a few months ago when you came to school. That's when I saw that look on your face. That lifeless, empty look. I saw it too. We both ate breakfast with you on that day, and you were fine then. But you were late, and you came back with that look on your face. What happened, Sadie? Where have you been the entire time? I had enough of this. Look, we were supposed to have fun on this trip, right? So we should worry about other things until we get back. But when will you make time for us? Momoko's actually angry. She's not playing around like she usually does. When will you stop hiding in your room and burying your nose in those books? Then, Sadie, when will you come back for us? Come back to us. I made time for you both after exams over, okay? Didn't you listen to me when we spoke about this? You aren't going to make time for us, are you? It's just going to be the next exam and the exam after that and the one after that. This isn't you, Sadie. Just tell us what's wrong, please. Why don't you believe me? I said that we would, so why wouldn't we? Sadie. Silly Sadie. Both of them look really depressed. I wish that I understood you, but you won't let me understand you. That broken boy I knew so many years ago. When did he wander back into our lives? I had enough of this. We can talk about this when we get home tomorrow. I don't want to talk about it again while we're here, okay? Both of them don't say anything more. They quietly leave the room and close the bedroom door. I hear the distinct clicker of it locking. Did I really do the right thing here? Is there business what happened in my life? I deal with my problems on my own terms. For now, the best thing I can do is just keep some distance away from them and hope things settle down. It doesn't feel like all of those other times we had arguments though. It feels not right. Not right at all. Have I gone too far this time? So much has happened this week. It's hard to believe that we're going home tomorrow. I'm exhausted, really. Not to mention seeing quite a few bruises from Momoko and Ayumi. I'm amazed that I'm still alive, all things considered. They haven't left their room yet, unfortunately. Normally they've been keen for dinner, yet no matter how much I knock, there's no response. The more that they hide in there, the worse my anxiety gets. Have I finally upset them enough to completely drive them away from me? Is this going to be the end of our long friendship? Perhaps this is a fitting end. It's not as if I really fit in the two of the most popular girls at school. My only distinguishing characteristic is that I'm externally average. Yet those two, they're on another level completely when compared to me. Momoko can ace any sport she tries to. Ayumi can particularly memorize the textbook with only a single read-through. Yet I struggle for any kind of achievement at all. Despite all of that, they never look down on me. All of those guys that regularly react are amazing at what they do. So why me? That's what I can't work out after all these years. Despite all of the people they met, all of the people they talk to, all of the proportional they get, I'm still the one guy after all of this time that they're friends with. Why? There's nothing about me that's even remotely special. Just, I need to calm down. Perhaps everything's fine. Perhaps I'm just overthinking all of this. Maybe they calmed down by now. I knock on the bedroom door once or twice. Might as well give it another try. Come on, you two. You've been in there for hours. I know that you've probably eaten all of the snacks by now. Dead silence in response. I tried the door handle, only to find that it's still locked. Fine then, I'm cooking dinner now, so it'll be waiting for you when you get out. I'm too tired to really cook anything decent. I'm just throwing whatever into the frying pan and hoping that they turn out alright. Momoko says that this is her favorite cooking technique, which really illustrates how bad she is at it. I hear the bedroom door creaking. Both of them step out. Why are you looking at me like that? Still no response. It's not over. Normally they just hit me or do something violent. Then that would be the end of it. But right now their gaze is so terrible to behold. I can feel myself whitening underneath it. Hey, if you're going to do your divine punish or whatever, please do it now. You're making me anxious. Both of them look at each other. We're going out, said he. We feel like taking a walk. Oh? Well, I guess a nighttime walk together would be... You aren't going with us. Huh? I really wasn't expecting to hear something like that. But why? What I want to see is that you really care. This hasn't just affected you, said he. Your pain hurts us too. But since you don't want to talk about it, will you come for us, said he. Come for you. Where are you going? We want to know just how well you really know us. But I do know you well. I've known both of you for most of your lives. All of you strange habits you passed. I slowly stop talking and begin to think to myself. Oh, but I do not truly know what is in your hearts, do I? I don't know what both of you are so popular, yet neither of you have had a boyfriend yet. And why you continue to. Before I can keep talking, Momoka puts a single finger on my lips, hushing me. Listen, now isn't the time to talk about it. If you really know us, then you know where we're going. Won't you, Sadie? I want to know the truth about what you think. It's a test, Sadie. I don't know what to say. It's anything else. Why? Why must I go through this test theirs? Why are they testing me in the first place? Sadie, if you really do care about us, you know where to find us. Somewhere special, very special. That is where we go. Somewhere special. I think actually I'm gonna try to finish this today. In this clip, I begin to rack my brain to find answer. What is there somewhere special they're talking about? We've been waiting for you, Sadie. I know that you'll find your way. They aren't being themselves at all. What's happened to them? If you find us, you know everything you need to know. I know you are a fool, but I believe you this time, Sadie. I think I should go into that cliff I showed them on the first day. See you soon. Unable to stop them, they simply disappear from the apartment, leaving me standing there. Are their fears finally coming true? Have they finally grown tired of me? What do I do? I must have really screwed up this time, huh? No wonder that they left me behind. Maybe I should go after them. Do I even deserve to know them both? No, I can't think like that. They're my childhood friends. I just give up on them like that. Both of them believe that I come to see them. This is all some big puzzle that they both put together. And yet all I'm doing is sitting there trying to work it out. The park. No, that couldn't be it. The beach. No, not that either. The shack. Once again, that doesn't sound right. The cliff. I guess that's special, but that doesn't feel right to me either. What is my heart trying to tell me? Where does it want me to go? They could be anywhere by now. Maybe at the very end of the earth. Damn it. Why didn't this have to happen now? But what other time could it have happened? I know that this was coming. Well, not this, but that something was over the horizon. Despite how ridiculous these last few days have been, I felt that like a little bit of bitterness. There's something so lonely about those looks they gave me. But why would they be lonely? All this time, did they want something more from me? If they did, what could it be? Could it be that they lied to me about their feelings? Both of them told me that they said I was a special friend to them. It seems like there would be obvious thing, but I've been learned anything about them after all of these years. Is that they never say what they really mean. So if that's the case, what's this place that's so special to them? And am I supposed to know this special place with the way they impaled it? Wait, is that the place? But is that the place really as special to them as it is to me? If they're lying about how they really feel about me, then perhaps this significance has been passed on to me. Of course, it has to be there. The hidden little hollow where the stars are their clearest. The place where I show them the stars which I love so much. Please wait for me, Ayumi Momoko. I'm a fool, but even a fool can be right every now and then. I'm here. This is one of the most special places to me in the entire world. The place where I look towards the heavens. The place where I looked for an answer, somewhere above me. Never before have I seen it look this beautiful, though. The stars are even clearer than they've ever been before, twinkling with cold light. It is as if a box filled with diamonds has been split across the night sky. Fireflies dance lazily in the warm summer air, and I see two figures standing side by side. They're looking towards the stars. Are they? They turn around slowly until I finally see their faces. It's them. You're here. I knew you would come, Sadie. Are you ready now? I know it was right to believe in you. You would never let us down, Sadie. I am so sorry. That's something I cannot say enough times. But what I really owe you is the truth. You're right, I've been pushing people away. I got an unmarked letter the other day. Unmarked letter? Oh? Momoko looks back at Ayumi. There's only one thing which I can think of. His mother. Haven't you moved past that yet, Sadie? It still affects you this badly. Both of them look deeply concerned. They need to know exactly what I'm thinking. No point, I'm trying to hide anything now. She said she wanted to see how I was doing. The truth is that I wanted to make myself seem like I was better than I really am. Deep down I know that it's really spite. Whenever I hear anything from her or about her, I guess I go back to how I was. All of those long forgotten feelings, they are still buried in me somewhere. I can't be a good person. She's my mother and she still loves me. But I can't forgive her that she left me behind. When it comes to the surface, all I want to do is be left alone. So I studied, and I didn't stop studying. I wanted to have some validation, some proof to myself that I really am worth something, so I can prove to her that I was worth having in her life. I'm still that lost child I was all of those years ago, desperate for someone to recognize my existence. And it made me ashamed of myself. I could barely bring myself to face either of you, because I felt like I didn't deserve to be your friend. Even now I don't think that I do. Both of you are so amazing. Everything you do is amazing. For as long as I've known you both, I've always felt like this. But I wondered where I came into all of this. You two are popular, cute, smart, and athletic. Yet I look down at my hands. Well, just look at me. I know what it's like to be abandoned. Yet in the end, it seems like I was doing the same thing to both of you. And out of everything I just talked about, that is what I'm most ashamed of. Yet I didn't even know that I was doing it. The truth is, I feel as if I'm worthless. The wind echoes through the grass as they both look at me. Their expressions are completely blank. Momoko steps forward. How could you possibly think that? Ayumi follows her. We've been with you this entire time, Sadie. If we didn't care about you, why are you even here? She's She's being so gentle. It's not what I expected of a Yumi at all. Momoko, she's not acting like herself either. They must really be something serious if they're acting like this. Not once have I thought of you that way. You're someone special to us, Sadie. I feel the same way. You've always been there for us, Sadie. I can see both of them blinking back tears. I reach out to both of them, placing my hands on their cheeks. Please, don't cry. The fact that I made both of you cry, I really have been a fool, haven't I? Yes, you have. And you will place his hand on mine. That's who you are, Seiji. Momoko does the same. Then there's something we need to tell you too. Smiling at her, Momoko pushes her forward. It's okay, you first. Let it all out. I'll be next. Ayumi looks reassured then. Something about this moment seems to make time go slowly. The fireflies dance in the evening air. I can feel something coming. But is that not why we're all here? Ayumi nearly speaks, then thinks better of it. Bit by bit, she managed to force herself to face me. Seiji, what I need you to know, you need to know how I really feel about you. How she really feels. Does she mean that she doesn't really view me as a fool? Seiji, I love hello. I love you. I loved you since the day I met you. You love me? How did I not notice? But how could you love someone as pathetic as me? I don't understand it though. You always viewed me as a fool. You don't truly see yourself, Seiji. Your awkwardness, your smile, how you can simply keep going despite what happens. All of these things makes you who you are. And I love you for who you are. As much as I called you a fool, I was because I was scared. I could show my feelings as easily as Momoko did. Whenever I thought about it, my head just filled with noise. But you never saw that. I could never blame you for not noticing though. You would never hurt anyone intentionally. You were just somewhere else. Perhaps it is how you managed to find your way. I spent my days hoping that you'll finally come around. Finally break free of that endless dream of yours. I acted hopefully and pretended that I was a mature woman. But in the end I could never do the mature thing and simply tell you what I wanted you to hear. If you were worthless, like you said, why does my heart beat like this whenever I am near you? Now we're here, and I never know what was in your heart. I know there's yet more that's locked away in there though, but is there love? That is what I want to know more than anything else. Momoko then steps forward. I want you to know my feelings, Seiji. How can you not see the good in you, Seiji? How could you not think about that we don't care about you? She raises one hand and places it on my cheek again, just like she did on the beach. I once met a boy who was badly hurt. Everything about him seemed to be out of order. He was in pain and I ran for far deeper than I could ever know. But beneath all of that, I saw something good. He was kind and he was gentle. He was someone who willingly made sacrifices for other people. That was you, Seiji. Adorable little Seiji. That's who you will always be to me. Whenever I asked you to kiss me or when I flirted with you, Her face grows red. Those were my true feelings. She looks down to the ground, then her eyes melancholy. I never did. I never hid how I truly felt about you. It's just that you were always lost. No matter how hard I tried, I just couldn't get you to see me that way. I tried and tried, but no matter what, I always felt like there was a wall between you and me. When you asked how I felt about you, I wanted you to work it out yourself. Even though you didn't really know that the way, you kept walking forward. We helped you, we gave you a hand when you needed one. But it was you who drove yourself to get where you are now. You aren't worthless, Eddie. I love you. I love you with all of my heart. That's how I really feel. Please will you accept my feelings, no matter how selfish they are. Please tear down those walls you put around your heart, Sadie. They both pulled back, their eyes fixed on mine. Sadie, we're waiting for your answer. Do you feel the same about us? What's really inside your heart? The expectation weighs heavily on me. How do I feel about them? It's hard to say for sure, but somewhere deep down, this is something I can't deny. So I will tell them the truth, with no hesitation. I feel the same as you two do. You do? You really do, Sadie? You better not be lying. I don't think my heart could take it if he was lying. I'm not lying. When I asked both of you what you thought about me, I was actually hoping you'd say more than you did. After I got your answer, I sort of buried that idea. I figured that there's no way that would happen. But is this going to work? I mean, there's two of you for you. Imagine what my grandfather would have to say about this. He's known for a long time about how we felt. It's true, he knew from the first day we met you. And he didn't tell me. This is really something that I should have known about earlier. But there's no changing that now. Does that really matter? We both love you equally. Though, Tom, of course, just maybe I love you a little bit more than Ayumi does. As if you did. So you're both okay with this? Is there any reason why we wouldn't be? Don't you remember how we both kissed you on the cheek and we were done playing? That's right. We knew for a beginning that it would be selfish of either of us to take you for ourselves. We just needed to know if you'd be okay with it. You told me as much a while ago. All of this has been planned out. Then this trip, is this why we suggested it all in the first place? They just needed the right place to confess to me. We've been playing this for a very long time, Sadie. Now that we're here, it really does feel like a dream. I looked forward to this day for so long. All to confess my love to adorable silly Sadie. Both of them smiled to themselves as they looked up at the stars. You're finally here, Sadie. You finally see me. You notice now, Sadie. Congratulations. Are those tears in their eyes? They're still crying anyway. Hey, are you two okay? I didn't want to make you cry. Sorry, it's just I can't stop myself from crying. Even though I'm so happy, both of them practically tackle me. Is this okay, Sadie? Yeah, it's fine. Do it for as long as you like. I will. I'm not letting go. We huddled together in the cold summer night, as their embrace me ever more closely. I look up towards the night sky. It took me so long. I understand what they were trying to tell me all along. Why should I look up towards the sky when the most important people in my life are right here on Earth? My answer has been right here the entire time, yet I never ever saw it. I really have been a fool. But even fools are sometimes right, aren't they? I'm gonna finish this. So the last episode gonna be extra long. This long week is finally over. I wonder how long it will be before I see the ocean again. Ayume and Momoko, I've accepted the feelings. I don't know how I'm going to handle all of this, but I just have to try my best. After all, this is all of this. I think I come to terms with my own insecurities, even if it's just a little bit. I don't have to be anything special. I just have to be myself. That's why they love me, for who I am. I'm going to have to meet my mother eventually. That's not something I can avoid. But I don't have to prove anything to her. I think it would be enough for her to know that her son is happy and doing well. Somehow I think it would be a good idea if I don't tell her about my usual arrangement with those two. Both of them went by themselves to look at the ocean one last time. In the mere span of a week, all three of us have made memories together that will last us a lifetime. I'm never going to forget the confession, nor will I ever forget these feelings I hold in my heart. I can't say for sure that it's love, but whatever it is, I don't want to fight it. Most importantly, I learned that running away or trying to escape isn't the answer. There, I'm done packing. They should be home soon. Will, at least I hope they will be. I don't think with all the unmentionable that left scattered around the room, it would be a proper guy to do anything in there. They really do want to make it hard for me, don't they? Speak of the devil, I hear the front door opening. Good morning, silly. Good morning, you fool. Good morning to you both, too. She didn't call me a fool. What? Didn't she? I don't think I've ever been called darling by anyone before. She called you darling? I think it's good fool. I hope you two have already packed, because you know you tend to leave things lying around. Not to worry, I did it before we left. You can rely on a woman like me, Sedgy. Someone who really knows how to look after you. I can feel my face burning as she huddled up close to me. So stop being embarrassed. We're supposed to be dating, aren't we? I'm just not used to it yet, is all. I mean, I never had a girlfriend before, let alone two. No worries, Sedgy. I happen to be a love guru. And when did something like this happen? Not telling. I know when you're scheming. You were hoping to exploit an innocence, weren't you? Nothing at the sort. Not when said you, since you never kissed a girl before. Let's fix that right now. She dives at me, her lips puckered. I feel my heart skip a beat right before impact. With the speed of mere mortal could ever hope to match, Ayu blocks her tackle. What happens have an unstoppable force hits an immovable object. I won't allow anything so indecent to happen in front of me. You won't be the one to take the first kiss, Momoko. Oh, so you want to take this first kiss too? You're so cute when you act like this, Ayumi. Just remember, though, Sadie is my adorable silly Sadie. I'm only dating him with you as a special privilege. Who are you to claim monopoly on Sadie? His childhood friend, of course. I'm also his childhood friend. Momoka isn't paying attention to her. Now then, before she interrupted, where we? Sadie? She began to force herself on me. I'm barely able to hold her back as she leans in with puckered lips. Stop, not now, okay? You're making Sadie uncomfortable. Stop it right now. We're both dating him now, so we have to do our best to make him happy. But this is a bit sudden for me. I mean, my heart isn't ready for this yet. Please have mercy. It's just a kiss, Sadie. Now stop arguing and come here. If you actually kiss her, I will tear your lips off and throw them to the moon. No need to be jealous, Ayumi. It's not your fault that Sadie likes me more. Ayumi's hands wrap around my head and pull me towards her with godlike strength. That does it. Come here, Sadie. She pauses and her face goes red when her face comes close. That's right. We're going to. Her eyes begin to roll in her head. Oh, so you really cannot do it. That's okay. I'm sure Sadie prefers someone who isn't shy. Stop putting words in my mouth. Muko comment immediately revive Ayumi. That does it. It's on, Momoko. I declare a war. A war of love. We will decide once and for all who gets the monopoly of Sadie. Don't think no, Sayumi. I've been preparing for this my entire life. I feel a bit disappointed that they didn't even ask me if I wanted to be monopolized. Oh well, this is why they are, and that's why I love them. I know that they said they had already agreed to share. Just how much of me they're going to share seems to be a question. Despite everything that's happened this week, some things are always going to be the same, no matter what. This is my life now, with these two wonderful girls I met during my childhood. In all of this loud glory, it was a really fun game. Didn't it turn out in the end as I thought? I thought it would be actually a choice in the end. Alright, this is gonna go far. Am I ever gonna be able to close this? It's the same production as all of the other Sakura games. But it was a really good game. Of course, the last episode is longer, but I planned that because I didn't know how much time was left. So I think let's just make the last clip a special one. So at least that was all I have for Sakura Beach this time. Then, so hit like and subscribe. I'll see you next time. BroFive. Not in this game, another game.